What's up, y'all? Spittin with Spitter, special snowstorm edition. We out here at 822 Nazareth Pike, Lehigh Vapor. Come out here for all your vaping essentials. Tell them TJ Essential will take care of you. My man Cody in here right now.
Shout out to Cody.
Shout out to Cody, slanging them vape juices.
Word.
Them juices for life, man. I want everybody to tune into this. I got a special guest. This young man sitting next to me seen me when I was 20.
Yeah, he's like
two decades ago as a young grasshopper. Urban legend, what up, my guy? Yo.
What's up?
Let me introduce a lyricist, a barber, a man of the culture, a pure wordsmith, Big Bam, my brother.
Yo, my God, what's good, man? How you doing? What's up, everybody?
Big Bam, let's start with how we met each other.
Oh man, well, we just gotta keep it real simple.
Keep it PG.
Yeah, we'll
and keep it
PG
simple.
And simple. Why? How me and TJ met, we was at this club downtown. It used to be called Jabberwockies.
Jabberwockies.
All right, so
Yeesh.
those who in Easton, shout out to Easton. You know what I'm saying? Easton molded me for real. So we take you to Jabberwockies.
Yes.
And TJ, he was a fly dude. He had braids and everything and whatnot. He was getting his 1-2s on. And he had cats hating on him. And TJ was looking like it was, it was gonna be a little sticky.
It was about to be a tricky situation.
Yeah, it was a tricky situation. So let's just say, I was a stand-up guy. You know what I mean? And I wasn't going for that. I just came home from a 4-year bid. Cold Township Fractal. I was ready to get it shaking, but it wasn't about that. But
Bam was behind me with 2 empty Corona bottles talking about let's get it shaking with whoever wants problems with my little bro. I didn't even know him from a can of paint.
Know this man at all.
But he seen these dudes trying to line me up in the bar. I was just there having a good time, minding my business. And lo and behold, Big Bam took up for me, and we've been family ever since. Ever since. We got some comments chiming in. Alan, my brother, what's good with you?
Peace.
Plenty blessings, my guy.
Peace.
Where does your love for the culture come from? Let's start at the beginning.
All right, we're gonna start at the beginning. I was raised in Broadway, New Jersey. And
hold on a second. Jersey, stand up.
Shout out to Jersey.
One second. Happy birthday to my sister, Alicia. Many blessings to you. Alan just told me that you are watching. Much love to you from all my heart. From my family to yours, happy birthday, sis.
Oh, no doubt. And shout out to my son, Davon. Happy birthday to you, man. I love you. That was my baby boy right there. So shout out to Davon. Happy birthday. All right, so my love where it came from, like I said, I was raised in Broadway, New Jersey, born in Elizabeth, raised in Broadway. And for those who came out, listening to New York radio, it was WBLS, Kiss FM, those were the 2 main joints, and I remember just listening to It's Yours by Tila Rock. For those who know about Tila Rock, that was the first artist on Def Jam. You know what I mean? But even before that, we'll take you to Sugar Hill Gang, you know what I'm saying? Sugar Hill Gang joint, which a lot of cats, from the Bronx or the Philly, because the Bronx originated hip hop. But we had these cats from Jersey, started making it mainstream. So and that's where the love of it started coming from. But back in the day, it wasn't just about hip hop because it was still evolving. I was listening to old school like Blue Magic, Stephanie Mills, Teddy Pendergrass, Michael Jackson, Jackson 5, Shy Light, Stylistics, old school stuff like that that paved the way of hip hop through sampling over the years too. So, if you have, from the culture, you hear a lot of these samples that's distributed in hip hop today. That's where I came from with it.
What was the first song that grabbed you?
Honestly, it was Grandmaster Flash, Melly Mel's The Message.
Classic.
Classic. It was a constructed rhyme.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it had the hook. You know what I mean? It was formatted so articulate.
Right.
And the way Melly Mel was coming off, you know what I mean? You felt that. And for those who listen to that song today, I would really want you to listen to that song today and just check out the structure of where hip hop started. Yes. You know what I mean? But it's just so much deep history in it because you know you had Busy B, the Busy B, Kumo D. You know what I mean? That was, you know what I'm saying, that's already been well documented, but you know, Kumo D was the one that really like set the tone for like how the MC should spit. Because back in the day, you know, it was like bada da bada dang dang, you know, right. Yes, yes, y'all. Right, and right. You know, the party rocker, Busy B was the party rocker.
Right, facts.
The party rocker MC was the one that, you know what I'm saying, that get that crowd hype, you know what I mean? And us as lyricists, you know, how we control the crowd was, you know, embedded from that, you know what I'm saying? So that part of the game never went away. But far as constructing your rhymes and how the cadence and everything, that's where it came from. With you know what I mean, where it got really more intent was with Kumo D.
Now, for those that y'all have been watching my list breakdowns with Cap C.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Cap C.
Shout out to Cap C. We got another round, me and Cap C and A1 coming very soon. We finally got A1 out the woodwork, and we said his name enough times like Candyman. He done popped up on us. But Big Bam said he had a list as well. So right now, I need your first five.
My first five?
Your first five.
My first, I'm gonna start with Big Daddy Kane.
Right.
Big Daddy Kane, for me, I mean, even though Kane was the one that was doing most of the Juice Crew records, you know what I'm saying? He was the one that was, you know, behind the pen. You know, he's a definite wordsmith.
Right.
For me, Kane was a showman.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
He was a showman. You know what I'm saying? The way he came on stage with him and Scoop Scrap Love, it was class.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It was class personified. You know,
mm-hmm.
For those who remember Big Daddy Kane, he'd have his shows at the Apollo, like Ladies Night Only.
Right. And,
you know, Kane was a playboy with it. You know what I mean?
He was the first one with the big fur coat.
Yes.
Came out with the big styling on.
Yes. Kane was just smooth. You know what I mean? Like okay, I could embody myself into that. The way he was delivering it on the mic, you know what I mean? It was just impeccable. I mean, you know, that also leads me to like 2 and 3, but finish with Kane, you know, ain't no half stepping. And you know, Long Live the Kane, his first album, you know, that was all produced by Marley Marl. And you know, that's another pioneer in the game, man. And you know, I was listening to Rap Attack, Mr. Magic's Rap Attack, you know, may peace be upon Mr. Magic. And you know, I was listening to BLS, Kiss FM, Red Alert, Chuck Chill Out, you know. I used to have a Lasonic L30, you know, I was telling you about earlier with the detachable speakers and the high speed dubbing. You know, you feel me?
Yeah.
And I used to have, like I said, I'll tell them also I had the Dougie Fresh poster on the wall, you know what I'm saying? With the Get Fresh crew on my wall right next to me on my bed. You know what I mean? And then it'll be me and my brother. We had a basement bedroom. You know, he liked listening to PLJ, you know, pop, soft rock and all that. You know what I'm saying? But he actually was the one that helped me get diverse. Believe it or not, you know what I'm saying?
Who's your 2, 3, 4, and 5?
All right, well, second is Rakim Allah. Rakim Allah, you know, his first record was mixed and produced by Marley Marl. You know what I'm saying? I came to the door, said it before, never let the mic magnetize me no more. Just bite me, smile. You know what I mean? The way he put that together,
facts.
You know what I'm saying? The whole Paid in Full album. You know what I'm saying? That right there, you know, Eric B. Rakim. Yeah, it was like no other with it. You know,
Right.
And and I was telling you, it was tough for me to make this, top 25 because there's so many MCs, you know what I mean, that touch my heart, you know what I'm saying? But these are the ones that really stand out to me. So it's kind of hard for me to really make a top 25, but I did pleasure with the list though.
Okay.
Cool
Modi.
Mm-hmm.
Rakim.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I'm sorry, you said Big Daddy Kane.
No, Big Daddy Kane first. Kane, yes, Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, and then we got KRS-One.
KRS-One. Yo, Chuck Rockmore, if you tuning in right now, KRS-One's getting his props dues right now.
Yes. The first three gentlemen, they need their flowers. You know what I'm saying? Right. First three gentlemen I mentioned. All these whole 25 need their flowers. So I'm gonna let you know that. But
from the door.
But Chris, BDP,
Boogie Down.
You know what I'm saying? Bridges Over, the epic battle with him and MC Shan. The Juice Crew. That was a real testament to hip hop. For real.
KRS was good for coming in and shutting down MCs.
Yes,
you never hear from him again.
Yes.
And that's something I didn't mention the other night when we was talking about KRS-One, because he didn't make my list, and not necessarily because he's not dope, because he's one of the dopest. But for what I listened to today, he's not in that list. But people knew that they didn't want to smoke with Chris.
Nah, they didn't want no smoke with Chris. You know what I mean? And he even tell you himself, he got to run for every joker that are in their career. You know what I mean? He said that back then. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that was well documented. And you gotta pay homage to him, man. You know what I'm saying? These were the ones that was coming up in the 80s.
Right.
So
who's your four?
Four, Kool G Rap.
Kool G Rap.
You know what I'm saying?
Kool G Rap is a monster.
Kool G Rap was straight monster. His cadence, the wordplay, the delivery is everything about Kool G Rap was second to none. And I definitely he needs his flowers. You know what I'm saying? Rose to Riches, him and DJ Polo.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Marley Marl production.
Marley Marl had his hands in everything.
Yes.
Back in the early 80s.
Yes. Marley was a super producer back in the 80s. He had a lot of cats. He had cats you wouldn't even think of later on. He had LL with Mama Said Knock You Out. That was you know what I'm saying? That was epic. And then you had Lords of the Underground, you know what I'm saying? Chief Rocker, that's Marley Marl right there. So, shout out to Marley, man. For real.
Yes.
I mean,
we're gonna get into a producer list eventually.
Yeah, too. Eventually. That's probably gonna be around 2 or 3, I guess.
Episode 2 or 3. Because when I have people on, we get into these conversations. I like to keep the show to an hour, but sometimes that's just not realistic.
Yeah.
So we break it down into a couple segments. This one gonna be a couple segments. But who's your number 5?
Number 5, Biggie Smalls.
The notorious. Bump, 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 bump.
Rest in peace be upon him, Biggie Smalls.
Right.
Like Cap C was saying, he for the big fellas. You know what I'm saying? He was definitely for the big fellas. And rest in peace to Heavy D. Heavy D was big part of that. Big dude swag. Then later on you got Big Pun. Rest in peace to Big Pun.
Shout out Big Pun.
Fat Joe.
Shout out
Chub Rock.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These were like the big dudes, you know what I'm saying, that really set the tone. And the Fat Boys too. You know what I'm saying? We can't even start this off without talking about the Fat Boys. But
most definitely.
I'm just letting those who don't know, you know what I'm saying, where this all comes from, you know what I'm saying, with me.
How the road was paved.
Yes, exactly. So we're gonna move on.
No. Hold on the list. Hold on the list, because I want to know about your pen now.
Okay.
Because those that don't know, Bam is quite the wordsmith. And I'm gonna get into mine and his relationship, how we met. Like, we met at the bar one night, but then our relationship grew deeper after that because of this rap shit.
Mm-hmm.
But when did you start writing rhymes?
Oh man, it was, like for real. Like, first started just playing with it was like about 11, 12. You know what I'm saying? Like, just playing with it. Remember me and my cousin Johnny. Shout out to Johnny. You know what I'm saying? we used to love listening to Sugar Hill Gang. He used to call himself the Master G. You know what I mean? So everything that his whole persona was like everything he did it better. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, you know, that classic, you know, brotherly cousin shit. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my French, sorry.
Man,
Okay, I'm gonna be cool though. But
like Diabolic said, this is a family show, so we like to keep the cursing to a minimum, but shit happens.
okay, no doubt. But yeah, you know, it was just that competitive nature, like what brothers would have. You know what I mean? And you know, that's where it all came. That's a part of where it comes from with me too.
Right.
But
now our relationship, man, was, I believe they were battling outside of Jabberwockies one night, and I had stepped into the circle of where they were battling at, and there was like 5 cats battling.
Yeah.
And I went around the circle, and I think I torched every single one of them.
Yeah, you smoked them.
I smoked every single one of these dudes rapping. And most people that don't know this, like before I started like really focusing in on my pen game, my freestyle game was crazy. I guess I'm just a real fast thinker as far as words
quick
go.
And witty with it.
You know,
it's always like that.
And so Bam had took me aside like, yo, I rap as well. And this was a point where you had the barbershop right around the corner on 2nd Street.
Yeah. Reflections.
Reflections.
Shout out to, you know what I mean? You send a list to Dion.
Absolutely.
You know, Noonie, and rest in peace to Trey. Remember Trey?
Rest in peace to Trey.
You know what I'm saying? Go about here treating G-Bird. Make that, you know,
so
be a form.
I would go when Bam was about to close down shop, and we would lock in the barbershop for hours and just on some dungeon shit working on our rhymes. And that's, I think, what helped mold me to the MC that I am today for the most part, is the fact that I had older OGs in the game taking me aside and like making sure that my pen was crafted to perfection. I'm not trying to say like I'm a perfect wordsmith or anything like that, but I had guys like Bam and like Raheem and like Sizzy, and
shout out to Sizzy Codeine,
and these gentlemen that would lock me in the booth and be like, yo, listen, like we're gonna work on the delivery, we're gonna work on the cadence, we're gonna work on the flow, we're gonna work on your wordplay, and locked me in to a point to where like here I am today. You know what I mean? 20 years later. Facts, absolutely. Absolutely. Now I remember the first joint that I heard you on was over the 50 Cent Ghetto Quran.
Oh, yeah.
And you, yo, I was like, yo, this is better than 50 shit. You smoked that shit, bro. I swear to God, you smoked that shit.
Oh man, I think we talking about the joint that was on. I think it was Prez's.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shout out to Prez, man.
I love you, brother. I love you, man. Yo, you know what I mean? We just killed it. You know what I'm saying? That
shit was fire. Noonie had some shit on there. Noonie was another one.
Noonie's a wordsmith too, man. I mean, was shout out to Noonie out there in Arizona.
Yeah, in the sun chilling.
Yeah, Noonie was a wordsmith too. I remember I recorded that verse on the Roy Jones, you know what I'm saying, when he first fought Tarver,
right?
The first fight. You know what I'm saying? We recorded it in the house, nice and gritty. You know what I mean? And
that shit was crazy.
I listened to it. I listened to it. You know what I mean? After it was done and everything, I was like, yo, okay,
this is the one.
Nice. Then we recorded Remember Me.
Yo, man. Forgot that shit was fire too.
Remember Me, you know what I'm saying? That was just more poetically influenced. And, you know, just playing around with the lyricals. And, you know, those who remember that joint, you know what I mean? It was inspired by Jay-Z, actually, you know what I'm saying, with the Annie joint. You know, it was actually inspired by that. You know, and that was dope, though. That was
killed that dope. Shit, man. Yeah, and like, you know, I didn't get this from Nori, but Nori says it too about giving people their flowers. And here's the piece with that is like, you know, we all say we have people in our corner that we love and we cherish, and 9 times out of 10, you don't get a chance to explain that or express that until it's too late, and then you're left with a bunch of what ifs. So I'm trying to bring people on the Cap C's, the ad libs, the Bams, You know what I mean? The people that I genuinely love and care for, and just let them know how much they helped me in my upcoming of this hip hop and this culture. You know what I mean? While they're here. And that's why, like, yo, this is why I have you on. We're gonna have a couple segments to this, because like I remember when I did my first video, the lunchbox intro, and you was the second person to hit me like, yo, you got something real special. I'm proud of you. You come so far. And like keep doing it and don't stop doing it. And that's like, you know, on days where I feel like quitting, I go back and I look at that and I'm like, yo, there's people really in my corner to really keep going, man, and keep grinding with this music.
Keep pushing.
You know what I mean?
Everything in life that you do, you gotta keep pushing and strive. You know?
So now you're a rapper. At what age did you become a barber?
Well,
let's
see. I got tired of my father jacking my hair up and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? On some
dad giving you them shady bowl cuts.
Giving me the monkey hairline, the munchie hairline and shit. You know what I mean? Look like a big ass O.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
gave you the Jermaine Dupri hairline.
Yeah, he had me crazy, man. I gotta go
shit pushed back.
Yeah, I had to go to school looking like that wild shit too.
Oh, you know my God, that brought hold on, that brought me to a whole nother. Go ahead and finish, but that brought me to another story about pushing hairlines back.
I like the butter bad jokes and shit. So, you know, I took it upon myself, took the cookies and just started running it off, ran it off. You know what I mean? Just let it start from scratch, and then, you know, I used to always be in the barbershops too. And,
right.
You know, and I was like, all right, if I'm gonna jack this up, I'm gonna do it myself. So
right.
Yeah, I started jacking my own shit up, man. And at the end of the day, you know, later on, by the time I got like 18, you know what I mean, I started getting with the concept of it, you know, just on the cutting hair and survive just enough to make money, you know what I mean? And by the time I went to prison, you know, in SCI Coast Township, Pennsylvania, you know, and SCI Frackville, that's when I became a licensed barber and licensed barber manager, which I'm currently at right now.
Gets busy with them blades, boy.
Thank you, man.
But that brings me back to a story. This was before I was really getting cuts like that. Like I'm in Catholic school, young kid with curly hair, white.
Like you got now.
yeah, this is different. And so I was going to the mall barber and they kept jacking my shit up. So my man Terrell was like, you need to go to this spot across the bridge. So I went to the spot across the bridge and my man pushed my hairline back here. And that's the second interaction me and Bam had, because Bam saved that barber's life that day. We're not gonna mention that name.
No, we ain't gonna
do all that. But he saved that man's life that day because he tried to hit me with the okie doke, with the mirror tricks. Like, look at this. And then the next thing you know, I see my shit way back here. I said, oh, hold on a second. I'm going outside. I'm come right back in and tear this whole shit up. And thank God Bam was there, because Bam saved that barber's life and my life that day.
Yeah. It would have been ugly, but you know, it would have been ugly, man. I was like, yo, chill. Hold on, man. You know, people in life make mistakes, you know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, it was a big one because my man had a lot of false bravado.
False bravado was going to be the gem of the day. That man had a lot of false bravado to be in that chair cutting hair. I've had some bad haircuts. That shit was the worst.
Definitely had.
And this was before God found me and before I got these spiritual principles, and I was out in the street and I was a young knucklehead. I'm going to show you, barber, you're never going to mess anybody's hair up again. So I thought, he went on a streak of messing hair up, man.
Oh yeah, he was on a losing streak.
Ran his ass out of town.
Yeah.
And right next door to that, everybody got in tune with my turntablism at Rick and Big John's when he had the techniques set up.
Daughter's Reflections, which was the old Clyde's barbershop.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Mr. Bostic.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
That's before people even knew I knew how to get busy on the turntable.
Yeah. He was like a diamond in the rough. Nobody even expected it. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? The man's gifted. This man right here with me, gifted, man. You know?
I appreciate that, man.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody needs a channel.
Absolutely.
Everybody needs a chance.
My brother just chimed in and said the last time I was at the barber for me was 1994. Al, was that the last time you had hair?
Oh man.
Yeah, he real pasty bald with it right now. Alan, I love you, brother, but you know, we're not lying. So who is your number 6?
Oh man, number 6, Black Thought.
Black Thought from the Roots.
From the Roots, Black Thought from the Roots. You know what I mean? And
Black Thought was up there for me too. He's on that alien list for me.
Yeah. He's actually.
He went on the Funk Flex and rap for 11 minutes straight.
Yeah, and that ain't even, if the young cats that seen that ain't even the beginning of it.
No, goodness, no.
This man's skillfulness, man. I mean, I remember in '94, you know, Detroit, I shall proceed to give you boom. You know what I mean? That right there, you know what I'm saying? Just the way the whole group, the monotony, the cadence of, you know, Black Thought, and you know what I'm saying? And you know, just the whole vibe, man. You know what I'm saying? It was just amazing, you know what I mean? 94 was like that, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of like a coming out party, 94, 96, to like 98.
I think 97 they put out, what was the name of the Roots album? Everything Was the Same?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I think
so. No, I'm sorry. Everything Falls Apart.
Right, that's
Everything Falls Apart.
That's
with that Erykah Badu. That is my favorite song of all time is the Erykah Badu Roots, You Got Me. And my girl, my wife Jackie, know how much that song means to me.
She sounded so melodic.
Oh, man. Oh, wait a second. Benjamin. B-Jock City in the building. The day one's on one show. Classic.
Nephew, man. Yo, we gotta get into B-Jock.
Ben, we here at the vape shop. I was wondering when you was gonna pop up.
Oh man, you know, when it was just time, man. It was overdue, but it was time. You know, we both got up. You know what I'm saying? Life give us, you know, twists and turns and whatnot, especially with this coronavirus and everything.
This shit crazy.
It's really crazy, man.
I just want to go outside. I want to go to a game. I want to go somewhere where there's people around. I'm so extroverted that like, and that's a part of the reason why I started the show, just so I could talk.
Yeah. You know, something you just mess around with. You know what I'm saying? Evolves. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Who is your number 7?
All right, let me pull out the joint. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me pull out the joint. All right, we got
Redman. Jersey is in the building.
Yes.
For all the MCs that are watching, One Man Band that I seen you watching, Jersey is forever in the building. I could give you a top 5 of Jersey right now, but Redman, why is Redman so integral in your list?
Integral to me, you know what I'm saying? Because to every great MC is a great backdrop. And his backdrop on, you know what I'm saying? What the album with Eric Sermon, it's impeccable, man.
Impeccable.
I mean, the way his backdrop and landscapes is impeccable, and it like turned the corner because the way he uses samples, you know what I'm saying, from him to Keith Murray, and you know what I'm saying, EPMD, you know what I'm saying? I like
Eric Sermon.
He dubs the man, yo. He's another brother that, you know what I'm saying, paid, you know what I'm saying, set you know, parameters for production too.
Absolutely.
But and Redman evolved as a, you know, DJ producer, you know what I'm saying, you know, behind all that too. And but as far as his wordplay, you know what I'm saying, it's pretty impeccable. Witty, you know what I mean? Got a lot of character, charisma.
When one of the, you know, people call Eminem one of the greatest of all time, which is, I understand, right?
Okay.
But people, when Eminem jumps off the ledge and says Redman is one of my favorite rappers, you know what I mean? The Redman's in the trenches and the Outlaws. You know, you gotta give them their flowers. You know, and
man. Stretch, Naughty by Nature.
Yeah. Like these dudes, like, and other than that, Redman and Method Man put on the best show I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
There was so much energy in that building that night. A lot of energy and a lot of weed smoke in that building that night. Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know,
Word up.
who you got next?
Oh, what I got next is Busta Rhymes.
Okay.
Busta Rhymes.
Busta.
Yo, Busta Rhymes. I'm Busta Rhymes leader in new school.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Battle PTA. You know, and I don't even remember the video. I can like picture this video on Video Music Box with Ralph McDaniels. You know what I mean?
Video Music Box.
And
Most of y'all kids don't know what Video Music Box
Video
or
Music
cassette
Box.
tapes are.
Yes.
And I suggest you do your Googles.
Yes.
If you want to claim this culture, man, there's some homework that you have to do to be a part of it.
And then the backdrop on that joint was Dini, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And just classic.
What are your top 3 Busta songs?
Oh man, top 3 is the one I'm rocking to right now on the real with one that was Master Fard Muhammad with Rick Ross. That's like,
yo, he killed that.
Yo, and Czar. I'm loving the new.
That new ELE2 is fire.
ELE's fire, and then that New York shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
his old stuff is impeccable too, but those are the joints like right there, like, you know what I'm saying? Just
and as a rapper or as somebody that does this, I know how hard it is to do a song like Break Your Neck. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
You know what I mean? Or like Give Me Some More. You know.
And a little nugget for y'all, you know what I'm saying? Busta Rhymes got his name Chuck D, Public Enemy.
Yeah, that's where he got his name from.
Yeah, got his name. A lot of cats, you know, those don't know that, and he put together the leaders in school too. You know, Chuck D is like a master at chess. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And, you know, that's gonna be another story. You know, when we talk about the groups and everything, but
that's a part too.
Chuck D is a mastermind with that, and but Busta Rhymes, yeah, impeccable MC, man. His sword is amazing.
He's so versatile too, because he got some real Trent shit, and he got some club shit, he got some turn up, he got some lady joints, like he got the joint with Janet Jackson.
Oh yeah. I love that joint too, man. I think that was directed Hype Williams.
Hype Williams directed that one. That shit was fire.
Yeah, his landscape is crazy, man. He was another one in the culture that like jumped the page on directing. You know what I mean? Made
absolutely.
It futuristic. Like,
who's next?
Oh man, let's see. Who's next? We got Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
You know what I'm saying? We got Jay-Z. We gotta take you to Jay-Z, you know, when he was rapping fast. And a lot of cats that don't know. In Big Daddy Kane shows, Jay-Z would get on while, you know, on the intermissions and start rocking the mic and whatnot. And on Big Daddy Kane's last you know, commercial album, which was on I think it was on MCA Records.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Joint with the PJs on there and shit. Jay-Z was on there on a cameo. And then, you know, you could just hear the hunger in the young Jay-Z, man.
The Jazz the Rapper.
Yes.
Him and Jazz-O would go back and forth, man.
Yo, him and Jazz-O, for real, man. Yeah, like those two styles, it's like you can see the one molding the other. You know what I mean with them, man. That's the deep essence of it. But you know, this is before the reasonable doubts and the billionaire status that this man was. This is what we just want to talk about the essence of it. You know
Do you think Jay gets hated on unnecessarily now in 2021 because for his last couple bodies of work? Cody over here, hold on a second. Cody over here tuning in, paying attention to what's going on over here.
No doubt.
He appreciates these questions, man. It seemed like Cody a big Jay-Z fan.
I'm gonna tell you like this, man.
I mind it.
Yo, I'm gonna keep it real about my philosophy of hate, man. That's a female trait, man. I'm honest.
Oh, goodness gracious. I done said his name 3 times like Candyman. He done
pop.
popped in the building.
My God, that's
B-Jock City in the building.
B-Jock City. Nah, don't. You good. Yeah, you know, like I said, you know, hate is a female trait. You know what I'm saying? But
and I never understood that shit.
Yeah, I can never understand. Come on over here, man.
I got you, bro.
Word. What's up, baby? What's up, nephew? How you doing? Word, I'm good.
B-Jock City in here.
Bless.
Say what up, B-Jock City.
Oh, my face.
There you go.
Man, I gotta go. I gotta go.
That's
I gotta go. Uncle Ben right there.
He gotta get that beard braided like my hair.
I think husky, boy. Yeah. So I mean, everybody's gonna get critiqued. You know what I mean? Everybody's gonna get critiqued. And
there's a difference between being critiqued and being hated on.
I think nobody should be hating on anybody. To be honest, but you got those that's gonna.
For sure.
You know, unfortunately, you know, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And that's the life. That's what everybody, you know, is still, you know what I'm saying, enslaved with, man. It's hate. And everybody's gonna get hated on, unfortunately.
Everybody wants to hate because they want the next man's position.
Mm-hmm.
When all you guys do is white knuckle the shit, bear down, and work harder.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Can't worry about the next man. You gotta worry about yourself.
And we talking about Jay-Z, and Jay-Z said it in one of his interviews. There's a little kid in the kitchen table eating a bowl of cereal, banging on the table that wants my spot.
That's it.
You know
hungry,
what I mean?
Man.
Hungry. That
Super
wants
hungry,
my spot. Now I get it, man. Like, but everybody can't take that spot. Mm-hmm. You know, who's next?
Next is Nasir Jones.
Nas.
You know what I'm saying?
Next is Nas.
Jones. Nas. I was just listening to him a little earlier. You know what I mean? And his style is impeccable. You know what I mean? I actually would have had him tied with AZ. You know what I'm saying?
Man, listen. I think people sleep on AZ. AZ is one of my favorites.
AZ, yo, his wordplay never changes. It's just so impeccable.
AZ got a song called "Never Changes." It's one of my favorite songs of all times, and that shit go hard, bro. That shit go dumb hard.
You know what I'm saying? Do or Die, Sugar Hill. You know what I mean? The way they was going back and forth with Do or Die, him and Nas, you know, that's amazing, man.
That's why I wish the firm could have came out and blossomed the way that I thought that it could. You know what I mean?
They got platinum. They got a platinum plaque out of it, but they could have got a whole bunch more.
They could have got a whole bunch more.
Could have got a whole bunch more.
What are your top 3 Nas songs?
All right, you know, him and Lauryn Hill, I Rule the World. It's Yours. And you remember It's Yours, you know, I got the sample we was talking about Tila Rock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that was production by Pete Rock.
Yeah.
And the last one was let me see, the joint I was just putting you on to.
Good.
Bad Energy.
Bad Energy. That's just
Bad Energy is like so fire, and then everything too. The one with my man that did the joint with Big Boss, Money Dance.
Yeah.
The Dream. Yeah, the Dream. Right? Yeah, the Dream. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Dope.
My favorite Nas joint of all time is The Message. Because I remember being a young buck, and this is back to the cassette to the cassette tape era. I had The Message single, and I rocked that shit on my Sony Walkman till that shit broke, man. Fake Thug, No Love, You Get the Slug, CB4 Gusto. Yo, that was that fire shit, bro.
Yo. That's that song that began in the video How We Were.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was an amazing joint. You know what I mean? Then we're gonna go with the next guy. Next guy, Slick Rick.
Why?
Slick Rick.
I mean, I know why, but why?
Slick Rick, man. Let me tell you.
Or the storytelling.
Slick Rick, you know what I'm saying? All right, The Moment I Feared, that's a joint I love. You know what I'm saying? Children's Story, And the other one was Lottie Dottie. Now, you know what I'm saying? We with Dougie Fresh, Fresh, human beatbox, impeccable.
Killed that shit.
Murdered that joint. Lottie Dottie. We like parties. Don't cause trouble. You don't bother nobody.
Everybody's like, ain't that Snoop? No, kids, do your research. Do your Googles.
I'm giving you your homework right here. That's Slick Rick.
Do your Googles,
okay,
man.
You know, do your joint. That's where Snoop got his from. You know what I mean? Right there. So everybody thinking that's Snoop? No. That's Slick Rick, bro.
That's fine.
That's Slick Rick, man. And gotta understand, you know what I'm saying? You know, Slick Rick, he British.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He British. You know what I'm saying? His wordplay and cadence and everything, even when he had to go to college, you know. And yeah, his wordplay is legendary, man. Definitely legendary. Big up.
Who's next?
All right, we got. I'm gonna say this one is a tie, all right? So it's gonna.
I already know.
It's gonna equal out into the 25. I'm sorry,
because the conversation that we had the other day, I already know the next two that are tied.
Oh yeah. Lauryn Hill and MC Light. Okay, you know what I'm saying. Now we talking about Lauryn Hill. We talking about Lauryn Hill Fugees. You know what I'm saying. Jersey again. You know what I mean? Holla, you word is born.
Ben in here doing the illest ad libs ever.
Yes. B Jock. You know what I'm saying? 732-908, you know, forever. Anyway, Lauryn Hill, impeccable, like Cap was saying, and you guys are saying on your show. Just you know, she freaked it with the song, with the singing ability, and her wordplay is like melodic, but also fizz. So, and then she could get fizz with it, she could get melodic with it, but it all comes down to fizz. And you know what I mean? It's just amazing. I just wish, you know what I'm saying, she would have gave us more. Yeah. She would have gave us more, you know what I mean? It was, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It hurt that we didn't get more.
Nah, there could have been several albums.
Yes,
from her that would have been.
It was unfinished. Yeah. You know what I mean? It was unfinished. You know what I'm saying? But Lauryn Hill, you know what I'm saying? Bar none. And MC Light, Poor Georgie, just, you know what I'm saying? Cram to Understand, 10% Diss. Right. Gave you my 3 right there. and then later on, you know what I mean? Roughneck. Then she did the joint with Jermaine Dupri producing and whatnot. But it just showed you either way, you know what I'm saying? Light was, you know, she was a trailblazer. She was one of the females, if not the first female to me that really was on her, you know, she was on her shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? She was on her shit. So, you know, that opened up doors, you know, a little later on, you know, with Latifah's, you got Latifah's, Sparky D's, you know, Salt and Pepper, you know what I mean? Moni Love, you know what I mean? Right. And, you know, all these women in the game, you know, they got to get their flowers. And later on, the Brat, you know, all the ladies in the game.
Right now, the female that is trailblazer to me is Rhapsody.
Oh, I love Rhapsody.
Oh, and Ninth Wonder has made nothing.
We just talking about Ninth Wonder, man. His landscape, he crazy, man, crazy.
Came out fire.
Love Ninth Wonder, man. Like, and then his beats is just melodic, man.
Absolutely.
I can see me on there. I can see us on there. Facts. On a collab, just crushing shit. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Who else? We're gonna do one more and then we're gonna wrap the show up only because the weather is crazy outside. We got a little ride to take.
Right. Next. All right, for those this would be 13 and that's Tretch, Naughty by Nature.
Jersey in the building again.
Definitely, man. It's not biased. Don't get it twisted.
It's biased with me. Jersey forever in the building.
Jersey. Straight up. It's just the way it's flowing.
Yeah, as it should.
You know what I'm saying? Tretch, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know, again, shout out to Queen Latifah. You know what I'm saying? Flavor Unit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
The
saying? Shot
Outlaws.
Kim, Rotten Rascals.
Jeez.
Man. Yo, they got Milk Bone from
Yes.
First Fanboy.
Yes.
You know, shout out to Milk Bone. Milk Bone's still nasty, man.
Mhm.
You ever listen to Milk Bone? Listen to Milk Bone when he was rocking out with KG. That's another impeccable producer as well. But leading in the stretch, his style was just rapid fire, hungry, aggressive,
animal shit.
But what on you know what I'm saying? But the one joint, you know, stand out. You know what I'm saying? Monitor joint. You know what I mean? You felt his soul.
Yes.
Like it was, you felt the man's soul. And then when he's talking about Pop, that's in peace to Pop.
Yeah.
And
my shit from Naughty by Nature was Ghetto Bastard. Everything gonna be all right.
Everything gonna be all right. Yeah.
Said I knew my dad, mother. And we ain't gonna finish that, but
nah, we ain't gonna finish that. But those who know, know.
Yes,
you
facts.
Know what I mean?
For those who know. You know what I mean?
Word is born.
But listen, before we get out of here, I always like to ask my guests, and me and you have a relationship. Is there anything you want to ask me before we go? And please be clear, there's going to be a part 2 and a part 3 to this, so we can finish.
It's coming soon, you know what I'm saying? Due to the weather and whatnot, we just want to keep everybody safe, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yeah, us included. Anything that you want to ask me before we get out of here?
Oh, man. Number one is, this might be putting you on the spot. When we going to collab one? So we need to get in the lab.
Listen, Mikey Kohler has called me out at the ending of last year and said, "Let's go. It's time to get your pen ready." So now I got Mikey Kohler, John Quest, Winston Davis, otherwise known as Just Win.
Shout out to Just Win.
We got Big
Shout
Bam.
Out to John Quest.
I might just put out an LP of nothing, like, because both of my albums don't have no features, so I might put out an album with just nothing but features and blaze y'all.
Oh yeah. One more cat, yo. And he's here.
Blaze y'all.
And he's here. You know what I mean? I still want to do some work with nephew over there. You know,
Jock City, man. Yes. I need just straight piano to where I could freak for 3 minutes of me just spazzing over a beep, 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 beep.
We're gonna make it up, guy.
Epic, man. We need
trash talk.
Trash talk, yo. Yeah. Oh yeah. This is the man that was, you know, behind the direction and treatment of Trash Talk and
killed that. I remember when that shit dropped.
And the Confessions of the Realist, you know.
Jock City wear many hats.
Yes, he does. He's a chameleon. This is the man's a chameleon. You know what I mean? You know, I love him. God bless him and his family, everything, man. You know what I mean?
Is there anything else you want to ask?
Oh yeah. Okay, to ask you again. Okay.
You got something you want to ask me? Because you can hop in the seat next.
No seat, bro. That's a dangerous seat, bro.
Oh man, listen, it's only dangerous if you let it be, man.
Facts.
But okay. So upon the COVID and whatnot, when you going, like I said, that's another thing. Like, when are you getting ready to do it with the next project?
Probably the summer.
Probably the summer.
I'm gonna lock in. I don't have a choice, man. Y'all done push my hand to a level to where, and listen, let's be clear. Just because I don't put out music don't mean that my pen don't go every day. I wish somebody would mention my name like the Candyman 3 damn times. I promise you.
Word is born.
That pop-up will be way different.
Word is born. That's real, man. You know, we definitely gotta stay in touch. Because,
absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You know, shout out to Lou Rodriguez.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Classic Cuts Barbershop, you know what I mean? Lou gave me flowers, you know what I'm saying? He blessed me with another shot, you know what I'm saying, of redemption. And you know what I mean, which equates to soul searching and everything, which we'll get into in part 2. You know what I'm saying? Because this story is definitely gonna be told. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? This is a chronicle. It's definitely gonna be told, and I'm willing to share it with y'all. You know what I mean? Because
part 2 is gonna be epic. Part 2 gonna be a little different.
Man.
Part 2 is gonna be more on the mental health redemption side of life.
Yeah, definitely. Stay tuned for that.
Hey yo, this is TJ Spitter, and that's Big Bam for those that just tuned in. For all your vaping needs, come out to Lehigh Vapor at 822 Nazareth Pike. For all your CBD needs, Go to Mom and Pop CBD shop at 312 Town Center Boulevard over there in Forks Township. Tell them Large Mars sent you at both locations. They take care of you. You know what I mean? And with that, we signing out. This is Big Bam. I'm TJ Spitter. It's time to be safe.
I'll get a little quick shout out right quick before we go. I want to shout out my kids. You know what I'm saying? Donna, Lene, my grandkids. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my kids. Mother LaDonna. You know what I mean? My cousin Pooch. My roommates Raheem and Samir. You know, shout out to them. Big shout out to them, man. Real life. And shout out to the whole Eastern Jersey, stand up, you know what I mean, New York, all that. And everybody on Facebook, our Facebook friends and everything, you know, shout out to y'all and you know, stay blessed, safe, and God bless.
We out of here. And with that, we going, man. Yeah. Have a blessed day. Stay away from the blizzard because it's coming.
That's right. Stay sucker free.
Stay sucker free.
I'm looking at the man in the mirror. I need a break.